Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are continuing with the HELLCAT Redeye build with the starting goal of 1,000 horsepower. Now the modification that we'll be installing today is one of the many that I am so excited for, and I am so glad that it's finally here. So many of you have been asking me about this and requesting this in my previous videos. You guys don't have to wait any longer because it's here. So let me show you what it is. So here it is, sticky rubber for both the street and the track. Now these are the Mickey Thompson's ET Street R's. Hey Doris, what size are those tires? Here we go, these are 315 50/17. Hey Doris, does that mean you're getting 17-inch wheels? Yes I am, because these certainly do not fit on my 20-inch wheels. So hey Doris, did you get skinnies for the front? I'm glad you asked, because I certainly did. So these are my front skinnies, and they are the Mickey Thompson Sportman SRs. Now these are a 28 tall tire for an 18-inch wheel. Hey Doris, that's great seeing all of those tires. So what wheels did you get? Well, I'm glad you asked that as well, because I'm gonna show you that next. Here are the wheels. Now these are the Forgestar D5. These are the rear, which are beadlocks, and these are the front runners. Now these are 17/10 with a 0 offset, and these are 18/5. Now before I speak more about why I chose the Forgestars and where I got them from and why the Mickeys, I actually need to take them to a shop. I actually need to take these to a shop so they can mount the front skinnies to these front runners, and I'm also taking these wheels so they can add the valve stem. Now from what I've been told and from what I've seen online, I can actually mount those tires to these wheels. So I'll be doing that once I get back. So for now I need to pack up, and I'll see you guys then. So I'm back, and I was able to mount those skinnies on the front runners as well as at the valve stems. So now I did want to speak a little bit about why I chose these Forgestar wheels. So let's start off with the main reason. So I didn't want anything where I had to modify the car. I wanted something that I can just install without having to worry about any additional pieces. So what do I mean by that? So there are certain wheels where I've read where you have to do some modifications to your car. For instance, with some wheels, you actually have to get a shorter end length for the rear, or you have to get spacers for the front. And at least for now, I didn't have to worry about that. Now these specific wheels are supposed to fit with a wide body without any issues, but we're about to find that out really soon. Now another reason why I chose these is because I absolutely love how they look. I really like the style. Now another very important reason is because at least for this whole set, and these also being beadlocks, I think the price is absolutely great. Now these are also lightweight wheels. So these front runners weigh 19 pounds, and these rear, now keep in mind, these are beadlocks, so these are going to be a little bit heavier than non-beadlocks. These weigh about 24.5 pounds. Once I mount these tires to these wheels, I don't know how much they're going to weigh, but either way we'll find out, because I will be weighing these wheels as well as the stock ones just to see what's the weight difference between the two. Now let's talk a little bit about why I chose these specific tires. Why did I choose the Mickey Thompson ET Street R's? Well, these can be driven both on the street and on the track, so they serve as double duty. Why did I pick this specific size of 315 50/17? Well, the wider the tire, the more contact patch, and the taller it is, the more grip. Plus this specific size really does close that wheel gap a lot more, which honestly, it's something that really annoys me right now. So I plan on eventually running slicks. Yes, I plan on eventually running slicks, but not on 17s. I plan on running those on smaller wheels, but I do need to be making a lot more power with my car to even think about getting to that stage. But I will speak more about that towards the end of the video. So where did I get my wheels and tires? Well, if you look at my shirt, dragracingwheels.com, that's exactly where I got them. So initially, when I was looking at what setup to go on my HELLCAT Redeye, I was looking on the HELLCAT forum and so many people just kept recommending this side. It just kept popping up because everyone was saying how they provide excellent customer service and they offer free shipping to the lower 48 states. So I thought, well, of course, then I have to go with them. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, are gonna ask, do I have a discount code? And yes, I do. So the discount code is DORACE. I'll have it here on the screen and then on the description down below. Now, depending on what item and what brand you get, the percentage does vary and some exclusions do apply, but either way, I'll have all that information in the description down below for you guys. Now, something else that I know you guys are curious about is how much did these cost me? So these front wheels cost $349 each. These rear wheels cost $610 each. These front skinnies cost $256 each. I am rounding a penny up on that. And these rear tires cost $326 each. And again, I am rounding a penny up on that. Enough talking, let's get to the fun part of mounting these tires to these wheels. Now, from what I've seen, all you need to do is add soapy water or penetrating oil towards the bottom of the tire, and then you can slide it onto the wheels. So I mean, it seems pretty easy, but I'm about to find out if it is or not. So let me take care of that and I'll see you guys once I'm done. Well, mounting the tires on the wheels is pretty easy. I ended up using some penetrating oil, but you can use some soapy water, whichever one you choose. It's pretty simple. I was able to do it myself. But now, getting this tire bead behind this step, that's easier said than done. For that, I would recommend 2 people, preferably 3. I mean, you could still do it with 2 people. It's just going to be a struggle. With 3, I think it would go a lot smoother. And you'll also need some plastic pry tools. So the way that this works is that you'll have to put this tire bead behind this step and then apply some force, not too much force, and then you'll just have to make your way around the tire. So this is why I say that it'll be a lot better if you have 3 people, just because you can put force throughout more parts of the tire and then that'll just prevent it from just coming off and slipping. So let me show you this one. So we managed to get this one done, but it was definitely a struggle. With 3 people, it would have just gone a lot better. And I already have the bolts. I still haven't torqued them. So if we see here, this is the sticker where those wheels came, and it says you need to torque them from 10 to 12 foot-pounds. And I'm not sure if you can read that there might be a visible gap between the ring and the wheel depending on the tire thickness. So what I plan on doing is torquing it 1 round 10 foot-pounds and then going in second round 12 foot-pounds. But before I do that, I need to call Chris once again so we can struggle with this. A year later, I'm finally done with this, just because there's a million bolts for these bead locks and you have to go around several times, because once you start tightening one side, then the other side comes loose. So you just have to keep going through until they're tightened correctly and they no longer come loose. So finally finished with that. Hooray to me. And I did put air in the tires, so they're currently at 28 pounds. But the time has come to finally mount them on my HELLCAT Redeye. I'm so excited, guys. So what we'll do next is erase the HELLCAT, remove the stock wheels, and then we'll go ahead and weigh each of them, and then we can finally mount them. I am so looking forward to this because I can't wait to see how they look on my car. Now it's time to weigh these wheels. So we'll start here at the rear with the Mickeys and the Forgestars. So these weigh 64 pounds, which that's pretty heavy, but I mean, I kind of figured with these tires. But either way, I think it's better to have more weight towards the rear than in the front. So now let's weigh the stock rear. These weigh 61 pounds, so they are 3 pounds lighter than the Mickeys with the Forgestars. Now let's weigh the skinnies on the front runners. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping these still just because they're skinnies, but these weigh, I'd say, around 45 pounds. And now it's time to weigh the front stock wheels. So the front stock wheels weigh 63.4 pounds. So now that we know the weight of all these wheels, let's get to mounting the Forgestars. The wheels are on and I absolutely love how they look, especially the rear. I really do like that meaty tire. Now, the suspension hasn't fully set yet, but I can already see that gap closing more than with the stock wheels. Now, let me show you the front. So this is how the front runners look. Now they're currently at 50 PSI, but it seems to me like they need a little bit more air. I don't know, I need to do a little bit more research on that. But for those of you that run skinnies, what PSI do you run them at? Please let me know in the comments down below. Now, as far as fitment, I didn't have any issues with either the front or the rear. So I had plenty of clearance with the brake in the front, and I didn't have any issues with the end links in the rear. So I'm very happy with that. Now, I know you guys can't have a really good look at the car now with the wheels just because I'm here in the garage and I'm a little bit too close. So for now, I'm gonna go change and then I'm gonna take the car to a better location and I'll give you guys a better look at it because I also do want to take pictures with it. So I'll see you guys then. Here we are. Now we have a look at the HELLCAT Redeye with the new wheels and I can't stop looking at it. I absolutely love it, and the suspension has settled. So if we look here in the rear, there's less of a gap, which that makes me so happy. In the future, maybe I'll install some lowering springs and maybe lower it like an inch or two, but for now I really do like this. This just transforms the car. It just looks a lot better. Like if I were to see this car in the street right now, I'd be like, I am not messing with that because that must be pushing some power. But little do they know that for now I am posing just because it's completely stock, but not for long, guys. This is just something that's obviously very important and I needed to get regardless. Plus I was just tired of those stock Pirelli tires. They just they were just trash. But I really do like this a lot. So driving the car here, I did notice that it feels different, which I mean understandably, now that I no longer have the 305s and have the skinnies in the front, it's just not going to feel the same. But I did notice that it feels soft and loose, even though I still have my steering in the track setting because that's how I usually drive. I do prefer that firmer feel of steering, but right now with the skinnies, it doesn't seem like it's doing much. But I mean, I understand. I'm just letting you know that's something I observed just because I know this is not the ideal setup for it to feel the best while you're just daily driving. I know this is the best and ideal setup for the quarter mile, which I absolutely can't wait to see how it feels. Now I do have my first event and that's going to be at the half mile, and I will go with the new wheels, but it's just going to be the rear. So for the half mile, I'll be testing out with the new rear tires, and I honestly can't wait. I'm very excited for that. All I want is grip, and I want to feel the difference from when I went last time with those stock Pirelli tires. And then once I have my quarter mile, then I will go with this entire setup. That's going to be so much fun. My first time ever with my Redeye and a rear wheel drive at the quarter mile. So that's going to be very interesting and very fun. Now, the car looks so good that, guys, I honestly can't stop looking at it. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you love how the red eye looks now with the new wheel setup? But with this, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.